Hey guys, what's going on? This is Clayton from the HOTH, and we're back again today. Today we're going to be talking about killer local on-site optimization. And so exactly what that means, what we're going to be crushing today is your main site, setting up your local site, the structure and the content, and also the optimization of that site. We're also going to be covering setting up your local Google local page to prepare for domination. Basically all the on-site stuff you need to do to make sure that that is set up perfectly. Okay, so let me tell you what we're not going to be covering today. Actually, we're not going to be covering every single boring detail that's already been covered 3,000 times. We'll link to some other articles with more super details, but to be honest, getting everything exactly perfect in local SEO is not as important as it is for some other sites. A lot of local is less competitive, local is a little bit more forgiving. So we're just going to get right to the point and the real good meaty stuff that's actually going to make a difference for you. We're also not going to be covering how to live in a magical fairyland of unicorns where local plumbers create amazing content instead of actually doing plumbing. Let's actually just get into the real presentation right now. So this is from a couple videos ago, and basically this is just an overview of your baller local SEO setup, just to remind you what we got going on here. So you see up at the top we have your main website. Your website is going to have landing pages for every area that you want to rank in. Now, I'll be going through this in a little bit, but basically it's your chance to create as many and rank in as many cities and suburbs and towns and areas and all of that as you want. Right below that, we see on the left, you got Google local page. We're going to optimize that. We recommend that you create those only for real businesses that you have, or excuse me, real offices, etc. that you have. Below that, you see directory citations. Directory citations are going to help your Google local page rank in the map and in 7-pack. But just a little caveat here, when I put that under there, the link should actually be pointing directly to your main site. So over on the right hand side, we see all the alternative properties, YouTube, Facebook, and these kinds of suggestions in this video. We're not going to talk about specifically about those, but these suggestions still apply to that part, and then all kinds of links underneath that. So we got basically three main areas that we're going to be, or we got three main areas right here. So your website, your Google local page, and your alternative properties. Today we're going to be focusing on both your website and your Google local page, but all these suggestions also apply to your alternative properties. Okay, so let's get right into it. Pimping out your main site. So this is your main company website. Now, like I said, we're not going to be going over 3,000 details, but if you want to see a bunch of details and have a great, awesome checklist of all the things that you need to do, you can check out this website. It's fantastic. It's called localseochecklist.org, and this pretty much has everything real nice in one place, not just for your main site, but also for your other properties as well. This is it right here. This is the local SEO checklist, and you can see it has little checkboxes for all of your on-site optimization, Google Plus profile, your schema, some directory listings that you need to do, just like a bunch of stuff that you need to do for your local SEO. So I would definitely suggest this site. We're not going to be covering all of that in super detail. Perfect local site structure. So we get this question all the time. People are always trying to hack the system and create, fake offices in different areas and set up Google local pages. The thing is, Google local requires verification. They'll send you like a postcard, or they want to call you. They want to see what your office looks like. It's just a big pain in the ass. So for most people, unless you're really gung-ho on that, I would suggest just making your main website rank in all these cities. And you can do that by basically building out landing pages for each area that you want. So for instance, you'll have your brand name right there and / Chicago plumbing / Glendale plumbing / Mundelein plumbing. You just build out a landing page for every single city that you want to rank in, and it's fantastic. So that's what I would suggest instead of setting up Google local pages. This is just like any other site, but instead of repeating your same keywords in title, H1, and meta, I want you to use synonyms, and I want you to combine all the phrases to create longer and more complete phrases. So let me show you like a little example of that. We're doing this for a couple reasons. One, we want to not only rank for long tail keywords and variations, but also we want to avoid any kind of over optimization. We don't want to repeat the exact same keyword in every part of our page 1,000 times. What we want to do is we want to really mix it up. So let me show you an example of that from the other day. Okay, so here we got this list of keywords that we had from the other day. You can see we have a bunch of little variations from roofing contractors, roofing companies, roofing contractor, residential roofing, roofing repairs, all that kind of stuff. And what we can do is we can start looking for ways to combine these, and we can also look for variations. So, for instance, in this, we could start combining roofing repair, or excuse me, we could start combining roofing contractor right here, or roofing contractors. And we can also see that roofing repair is a keyword. So where's that? Roof repair right here. And we can combine that to make it roofing repair contractor in Chicago. So that could be our title. And then we can change it up. And then you see how we have this keyword right here, residential roof repair. We can put that in the H1. So it's a little bit different. So we're not repeating the exact same thing. And then we're also going to be ranking for different long tails. And then somewhere on the page, we can either in the description or somewhere else on the page, we can say the most trusted roofers in the Chicago area, because we got this roofers keyword right here. So now what we're doing is we're just maximizing the kinds of the different variations that we could rank for in that page, while not over optimizing our page too much. So obviously you would have a lot more content on this page. I wouldn't just keep repeating these every 5 seconds, but if you combine these, this is going to give you more chance to rank for longer tail keywords. The other thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add in some terms that are going to help users click on the search results. So you can add in best or top or any kind of modifiers like that. And you can also add in reviews, etc. Also, the other thing that you want to do is you want to use, in that page, you want to use the non-geo-modified terms and / the phrases that we got from Google Keyword Planner local search. So let me show you exactly what I mean by that. So here we are at the Google AdWords Keyword Planner. And if you guys don't know this trick, let me just show you real quick. It's pretty cool. They recently updated this, and you can actually find out what people are searching for in a certain area. So this is when you want to find non-geo-modified terms, like terms that are head terms but don't say Chicago after them, but people are searching in a specific area. So let me just show you real quick. Basically, you want to go right here, search for new keywords in ad group ideas, and you can type in something like, and then what we want to do is we want to come down here, and under targeting, you can actually target whatever location that you want, and it's gonna tell you how many people are searching in that specific area. So you can just type in Chicago down here, and you can add this. And you can also, if you want to expand that area, you just hit nearby, and then you can come in here and expand your area if you like. But let's just do this as an example right now. And you go to get ideas, come over here to keyword ideas right there, and then we'll see what it loads up. So we can sort this by average monthly searches. And what we're going to do is we're going to find terms in here that say something like dentist near me. So what this means is people in Chicago are searching dentist near me as a phrase. They're not searching dentist in Chicago, but there's quite a bit of volume for people that are searching just dentist near me. So you're going to want to put terms like that on your page. So basically, yeah, you're going to want to use non-geo-modified terms, the stuff that we found from that Google Keyword Planner local search, when we found out exactly what people are searching for in our area. So local landing page optimization. So this is those landing pages that you have on your site that you created for all the different cities. You see, the thing with this is once you start creating all these landing pages, one of the biggest problems is that what are you going to say on each landing page that's different? A lot of people end up creating the same content because you have the same services in all these different areas. Now, right now, currently, in local search results, Google seems to be letting duplicate content get away with, letting websites get away with duplicate content. Now, a lot of times this is just on bigger sites or sites with a lot of authority, but it seems like local SEO results are a lot more lenient in terms of duplicate content. Let me show you an example of that. Well, one example of this is this website called homeinstead.com. They provide home care services basically all over the country, and you can see right here that they're ranking for 4.6K different positions, and they are just absolutely crushing it. So for instance, if you type in home care Chicago, they are ranking #1. Type in home care Phoenix, they are ranking #1. Typing home care Atlanta, they're ranking #1. So if you actually go and look at their landing pages, all these landing pages that they build out, it's basically the exact same thing on every page. Home Instead, Senior Care Atlanta, and you see right here, come down to the main text. She sang you to sleep, taught you how to tie your shoes, made chicken soup, etc. Go to the next one. Home Instead Senior Care Chicago. She's saying you how to sleep, taught you how to tie your shoes, made chicken soup when you were sick. Same thing. Go over here. Home Instead Senior Care Indianapolis. She's saying you to sleep, taught you how to tie your shoes. This is definitely working for some people, but I would definitely not suggest this. It won't work for everybody, and I don't believe it's going to last. I think that Google is going to be cracking down on this in the future. But if you do want to try this, I would you feel free to. You don't always have to have just one domain. Just buy another domain and throw up all the content that you want if you want to do it real quick. And you might actually get 2 properties or more ranking in the front page. That's currently what's going on, so I just want to be like super transparent, honest, that it doesn't seem to be working for some people. It doesn't seem to be a duplicate content penalty for at least some sites, sometimes bigger sites. I definitely would not suggest just creating the same content for every local landing page. So if we can't create the same content for every local landing page, what are we going to do? So here's 6 easy ways to create original content on those local pages. Number 1, local relevant info. So anything that could be relevant in that city. So you can talk about that city, anything that your business has to do with specifically in that city. Second thing, info about your service specifically in that area, why you were there, the history, any kind of community involvement, etc. Third thing, info about the building or management team that manages in that area if you do actually have a separate location there. Fourth thing, pictures and descriptions of the office there, or if you don't have an office there, you could put pictures or descriptions of the work that you've actually done in the area. So if you're a contractor, for instance, you could take pictures of the work that you've done in that area, write a little bit about it, etc. Fifth thing, reviews from customers in that area. So this is great, and you can actually ask for their customers to work in your keywords, and you can also just put their location specifically underneath that so you can work in some more keywords. Sixth thing is map and directions of that area, so how to get you to your location. So those are 6 easy ways that you can create original content on local pages, and I'll also create some links to some articles that'll give you some additional ideas in the bonus section for this video. Here are the 8 key elements of your local landing page. So if you do these 8 things, this is what every local landing page needs to have. One, you want to have variations of your keywords / long tails not repeating in your title, H1s, etc. So exactly what we just talked about, I showed you how to combine all them, to not repeat, to kind of like maximize your long tails, etc. Second thing you want to do is you want to have your NAP, so your name, address, phone number, on every page, especially on your home page. But if you have your locations in the different areas, you're definitely going to want to have those on each page. The reason is Google is localizing a bunch of results even if people don't type in geomodifiers. So for instance, if you type in coffee and Google finds your IP, it'll start localizing those results. So what Google's doing is it's looking for websites that have local type of information on it, and Google's going to start bringing up those results even if people don't type in a geomodifier. Number 3, you're going to want to have a map of your location. You can do this easily. You can just have a Google map embed that works perfect. 4 is content. Basically, you're going to want to have all your service information, staff info, building info, what you do in that area, plus pictures of all those, any kind of rich media that you can throw in there. 5th thing, trust symbols, so any kind of organizations that you're a part of, any kind of associations. 6 is a huge contact form on the right-hand side, or whatever other kind of call to action, whatever kind of conversion that you want, because ranking is worthless unless you can get people to convert, call you, and pick up the phone or email you, or whatever you want your conversion metric to be. 7th is a big CTA, so you actually really want to have a nice big call to action to make sure that people are, again, calling you, picking up the phone, emailing you, etc. 8th thing that you want to have on your local landing page is review links or links to local specific pages. So I'm talking if you have links to that location in Yelp, if you have links to that location in Better Business Bureau, other kind of industry citation sources where you could find more information about your business, you can put links to those. So those are the 8 key elements that you want to have on your local landing page. That's it for our main site. So those are all the main things that you need to know to optimize your main site. So now let's get into Google local optimization, and this is your Google local page. Now there are 5 top elements to doing Google local optimization. So we're assuming right now that you've already went through and you've claimed your page and you're going to go set it up. These are the 5 things that you really need to do to make sure that it's prepared to rank. First thing, completeness. You want to complete everything as much as possible with tons of info, pictures, etc. Now, Google My Business will actually walk you through each step. You want to put in every kind of information that you possibly can. Totally complete it 100%, even the optional places where you can put in stuff. So I'm talking pictures, info, times that you're open, all that kind of stuff. Second thing, business name. Google's recently changed what they want to see here, and what they want is they want to see you use your real business name, not a localized version of it, no keywords, etc. So no stuffing. And if you do have multiple locations, you can still just use the same business name. You don't have to say my business Chicago location, my business Glendale location, etc. The business name is not going to mess up your citation consistency if it's the same. Google just wants to see your real name there. The second thing is, if you are a fly-by-night company, if you are creating kind of fake locations or office locations, then feel free to put in your keyword and your real business name, like Vancouver Plumbing Pros, etc. But that's only if you are creating basically fake Google Plus pages. So, third thing what we got going on here is categories. Now, Google seems, when you go to create your page, Google lets you put in up to 5 categories. Google's actually cracking down on non-relevant categories, and they force you to choose the most popular ones right now, as opposed to before where you could just type in whatever you wanted. Definitely use all 5. Picking these out is one of the most important things, because it depends on what you're going to rank for, right? Here's what I would suggest in order to figure out what categories that you want to pick. What you want to do is you want to type in that main keyword, the one that you're really gunning for, see what the local 7-pack brings up, go to their Google Plus page or their Google Local page and look at the categories that they're using. You can steal those and just put them in your page, and then you'll have the perfect categories for something that's already ranking. The second thing you could also do is use Blumenthal's local category tool. This is pretty cool. Let me just pop over and show you that real quick. As you can just type in any number of keywords. So I can type in roofing, for instance, and it's going to search through a list of synonyms and find all the categories that are relevant to that. So we got roofing contractor, roofing supply store, sheet metal contractor. So those are a couple that we could do there. So we can type in something else like dentist, and you can see it came up with a bunch of different categories here. So cosmetic dentist, dental clinic, dental implants, dental school, dentist, emergency dental service. So you can get all of the categories from here. Alright, so the fourth thing is your address. So if you have a choice, make sure that you have your address close to the top ranking competitors or the center of the area. It's optimal to have it there. A lot of people don't have a choice, so you do what you can. But if you do have a choice, try to make it close to the center of the area that you're trying to rank for. And also, we do suggest that you show your address. There's an option to not show your address, so I definitely suggest that you do show your address. And the fifth thing is reviews. Get some reviews down ASAP. Now, this is not only going to be good for your page, but it's also going to be good for conversions. So get some reviews however you can ASAP, and see if you can get those reviews to have your actual keywords naturally in them somewhere. So that's also going to help your page rank for when people type in that type of stuff. So boom, that is it for today. Hope this video was really helpful to you. We're going to have some bonus content and right below this video on our site. So if you want to check that out, let me do some credits real quick. I just really want to thank Adam Steele for helping provide us with the information for this. Then he's our main local SEO machine here at the HOTH. He runs our whole local department, and you'll also see him in our private Facebook group, answering questions, helping people out. Also, Jason Fisher at searchrankings.net. This guy is also a genius technical SEO, so if you want to check them out, they also have a local service. Those are our homies over there for managed services as well. He helped provide some of the information for this as well. So, one more thing I wanted to mention is I want you all to join us in our private Facebook group. We created a specific group for local SEOs, so you can come in there, get all of our training. Also, there's a bunch of experts in there, newbies, veterans, everybody, and we created a community where everybody can help each other out, ask questions, get help, all that kind of stuff. So just go to Facebook and search local SEO ballers. You'll be able to find the group there, or just hop over to our main Facebook page, facebook.com/thehoth, and you'll see it right up there at the top. All right, that's it for today guys. Thanks so much, and we'll talk soon.